Hello, blessings. Welcome to RMN Creates. This is Mandy, and welcome to a studio slash question Q&A vlog. It's gonna be a short one. I just wanted to introduce myself and the vision, I guess, and my reasoning behind creating R&M Creates and Snail Mail Club. You can see right behind me is a little sneak peek there of the first month's edition of Snail Mail, which I'm hoping will be ready by September so that you can join, right? And be one of the first to receive our shared journeys snail mail for October. I'm super excited about this and what the Lord has put in my heart for this. And I hope that you would join, and not just my journey here through video. Through my video diary, right? But also through snail mail. I'm so excited. So R&M Create started a few years ago. It's for me and my husband, and we decided to get together and do like kind of like a hobby, right? I think for a lot of people it starts off as a hobby, but we started that way. It started with my prayer journals. I love pen and paper or pencil and paper since a little girl, right? Especially being that I grew up in that time where it wasn't, the iPad. It was literally pen and paper or pencil and paper. And because of that, I learned to put my feelings down on paper as well. And so I went through a time in my life where I was in a really bad marriage, really bad. It got physically abusive, and so the way that was able to feel like my feelings were being heard, right? I started putting my feelings on paper, and I created without even knowing, without even it wasn't even intentional. Um, I unintentionally created my own prayer journal. Nobody had told me about that. Nobody had ever said anything to me about anything like that being out there or something that people would use. I just did it. And so fast forward from there, I found my husband now, and it's been amazing. Truly God is the center of our marriage. We are both in ministry, and so, you know, um, definitely having God as the center of your marriage is so very important. And so that brings me into the type of business that this is. We are a faith-based stationery business. And so the first product of the stationery business was my prayer journal. And it was just amazing to be able to put my idea and what I had already been doing, right? And put it into an actual book that my husband helped put it together. He put the pages and got them printed. I gave him the ideas, what I wanted to look like, and he got as close as possible to it. And I think it just came out even better than what I can even imagine. And then the first prayer book, the Unveiled Prayer Journal, came. And so from there, we just kept on trying other things. From there, we just kept exploring um, other things that we can do as far as stationery is concerned. We started learning about stickers and being able to put stickers on cups through well, not stickers on cups, but using DTF on cups and sublimation on cups and stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. That really truly was a lot of fun getting to do that. I actually was able to do a couple things for two of the followers on here on YouTube. It was a blessing. One of them was Gabby, Gab at Store. Gabby's store. It was amazing. I was able to create a cup with her logo on it, so I'll definitely put her in the comments below as well, so you could check her stuff out. So we did a lot of things. We started doing shirts. First, we started with vinyl. Then from there, sublimation. We started doing so many things, and so we had to take a pause on that because of personal things, and moving, and just all of that sometimes just combined. Sometimes it feels like everything's coming at the same time, and it's just like we just stopped. The prayer journals was very successful when I first launched it, and I got a lot of feedback, about it, and so I'm so happy and I'm so appreciative of those ladies that bought the prayer journal, and that they truly enjoyed it. And so, fast forward to now, 2026, and I had friends reaching out asking me about what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna get back into the business, stationery business. Am I gonna, get back into the prayer journal? And I'm like, you know what, God, like I really would love to, get back into it, because there's so many women out there that sometimes feel like they can't express how they feel with anyone. And so how best to be able to express our feeling to the Lord, our Abba Father. And man, just I'm sitting here and I'm just remembering the testimonies of these ladies and how they felt about the journal, and I'm just like, wow, God, thank you, Lord, that was your idea. That was your idea, Lord, and it's an honor for me to be able to be part of that. And then Shared Journeys with Christ came from a Facebook group that I had where ladies can get on there and share their testimonies. And so it started off great and it kind of died down. And I know that for some ladies, it's kind of hard to get on video to be able to share their testimony. And even though it's a private group, but still. So here we are, 2026, and they're asking me about my prayer journals. And I'm like, you know what? I do want to revamp it because it was just, simple. Simple cover, right? Just like the name of it, Unveiled Prayer Journal. And it had like a picture of a silhouette of a woman. And it was nice. It was nice and simple. And so I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do the prayer journal again, I definitely want to revamp the cover. And so I started thinking about covers, and I printed some covers, for it, just trying to get ideas for it, and how else, what other type of covers I can create. And then I was like, if I really want to do this right, and I definitely want to keep it, for right now at the beginning, keep it at handcrafted right here by me. I love being able to put it together for you. Like that's one of my favorite parts about having the prayer journal, is that it's being made with love, and I love praying over each journal. And so I said, you know what, let's do it. Let's get back into it. So, but getting back into it, I really just, it's not gonna be as easy as I thought that it was going to be. So I started to think, like, what else can I do to get back into the rhythm of things and open back up, and I started looking on social media, and snail mail. I was like, what? What is snail mail? And I started looking into it, and I'm like, wow, this is incredible. Like, I didn't know that this was the thing. And so I said, you know what? This is exactly how I want to start R&M Creates. Started back up with snail mail. And so I'm excited. I'm getting ideas of what I'm going to put inside of these. The Snail Mail Club, we're definitely going to have bookmarks, stickers, inspirational pages, and, and other little things that's going to be in there. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And so I started looking at themes, looking how I can start it, how to do it, and started looking what pages, what paper to buy, the stickers to create the themes for this thing. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited. I really, really, truly am. And so it is the snail mail. Once I decided to get going on the snail mail, I knew that people had names for their clubs, and I said, I don't want to be ingenuine and just pick a random name or just pick anything. I said, Lord, like, I really want to put a good name to this snail mail club. And then I'm like, Lord, I want to start this soon. And it's like, I was thinking, I'm thinking, and I couldn't figure it out. And then all of a sudden, just one day, man, it just popped in my mind. Shared Journeys with Christ. The Lord was like, girl, you already have the name. You already had the name. I was just reminded that I already had the name. And I said, oh my goodness, I do already have the name. Shared Journeys with Christ. I was like, how awesome that this faith-based stationery, the faith-based snail mail club, could be named after that. And so what's going to set apart the Snail Mail Club at Shared Journeys is the fact that the letter isn't just going to be a regular letter. No, I'm going to be sharing with you my personal testimony. And then the other part is that I want you to be able to share your personal testimony with women all over the world. This is going to be a great moment and a great time for you to take advantage if you want the world to know what God has done in your life. Please reach out to me, send me a message, send me in the comments, and I'll reach out to you. Say that you want your testimony to be part of the Snail Mail Club, because I think that would be amazing to be able to share with other women what the Lord has done in your life. Listen, this is what it's about. To be there for one another, even if I can't be there for you physically. But it's awesome to know that through a piece of paper, we can bring courage, inspiration, help with your faith, help with your journey, for you to feel that you're not alone, that you aren't the only one that may be experiencing what you're experiencing or going through what you're going through, that there's someone else out there that has traveled that journey and is willing to be vulnerable and share that with you. And so I'm excited about that. I really hope that you would be here for this journey with me. Follow me on all my social medias. All my social medias should be the same, R&M Creates. Last but not least, when is it going to start? I would love for the first edition of the Snail Mail Club to start in October, for you to receive it in October. So what I want you to do is email me that you want to be part of the Snail Mail Club. And once I get this website up and running, it's being worked on right now, I will send you a link, or I'll share another video, or I'll share it as a short. The email that you can reach out to me is going to be in the description below. Is sharedjourneysmail@gmail.com. And so please share with us your journey, what God has done in your life through our snail mail, Shared Journeys with Christ. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you have any questions or anything at all that you would like to know about, definitely leave it in the comments below. Email me, or however it is that you are able to get a hold of me. And so before I get off, let me share with you just one sticker. Shine for His glory. And this is just a sneak peek of the first month's edition of our Snail Mail Club. If you know these colors, you know what's coming. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the love. And let's continue on this journey together with Armin Creates Snail Mail Edition. Bye.